What's up? Not a car guy here, and today I will be assembling a fender roller that I purchased on Amazon for $45. This is an unboxing and assembly video, but at the end I'll go over my experience with the tool and let you know if it's a bargain for the job or if you should spring for the extra cash and buy the Eastwood. So let's get to it. Upon unboxing, I immediately noticed that this roller looks like it may have been used before. There's some rust on the screws, some parts already came assembled that I don't think were supposed to be, and there was some odd plastic caught in the roller. According to the pictures of the instructions, I was also missing a washer, but the fifth washer is for the knob on the handle, and it doesn't seem particularly important anyway. Here is the unboxing of the fender roller just so you can see what it looks like coming out of the box and to familiarize yourself with all of the components before trying to assemble them. If you've already bought this roller, you can just skip ahead to the assembly section of the video. To assemble this roller, you'll need a couple 6mm Allen wrenches. The roller head already came assembled, but I wanted to take it apart so that I could grease the cylinder inside. I just used some brake grease that I had lying around. Put the wheel in the bracket and slide the cylinder through the holes on the bracket and through the roller. If you were given two smaller washers, use them for this. You'll need the bigger ones later. Use any of the 6 screws to fasten both sides on the washers to the cylinder. Now take the metal shaft that has the long slit on the side and slide the roller bracket into this shaft. Then slide the tourniquet-like screw through the holes and screw it into the hole in the metal shaft. Now take the other metal shaft and slide it over the one with the slit in the side. Make sure the end of the screw hole goes on first. Now you can take the black knob and screw it into that hole. Tighten down the black knob to keep the metal pieces from sliding. Now take the metal cylinders with the holes in the center of them. We'll install the shorter one first. Slide it through the hole as shown and use 2 of the larger washers with 2 screws to fasten the cylinder into place. Now take the other cylinder and slide it through the other metal piece. Use the final 2 washers and screws to fasten the cylinder into place. Now choose either of the 2 selection holes by sliding the metal shaft into the bracket and sliding the locking pin through to lock the large metal pieces together. Choose whichever hole best fits your vehicle. You may not know which one this is yet, but you can make that determination later. Now take the tension screw and grease it up really well. I was not thorough enough with the greasing this part, and I will show you what happens when you don't grease it well enough. Now align the holes in the cylinders and place the tension screw through the top cylinder first. Attach the handle to the tension screw. Screw the tension screw down through the second cylinder until the threads on the other end of the tension screw are accessible. Now take the nut and fasten it onto the end of the tension screw. To get the nut tightened down all the way, you'll need a 19mm socket or wrench. Hold the handle still while you're tightening the nut. Now go back through with the Allen wrench and tighten down all of the screws. After tightening down all the screws, you're ready to roll. Some fenders. As mentioned in the initial impressions, the roller was suspect to previous use. Some of the metal on the roller head appeared to be already bent, but it didn't prevent the roller from spinning freely. I was able to mostly roll one fender with this tool, and in the middle of rolling the second, the tension screw stripped. Once the threads on the tension screw strip, it can no longer hold tension, which makes this tool next to useless. Maybe I could have made sure that each individual thread was greased, but the instructions didn't actually say anything about greasing in the first place. Maybe I was using the wrong kind of grease. There could be something that would spread more effectively, but this grease just was not enough to keep it from stripping. Overall, I was actually able to roll one fender enough to keep my tires from getting shredded, which is a big relief and was the reason why I bought this tool in the first place, but buying this tool is definitely a gamble. I actually returned it to Amazon and was able to get my money back, which I used to purchase an Eastwood roller. I will have a video in the future comparing the two to see if the Eastwood roller is actually worth the extra cost and what the differences between the two tools are. Here's my take on whether or not you should buy this roller. It's a frequently returned item, so keep that in mind. I actually was able to get done what I needed to, but the tool still broke and I didn't get to use it for very long before that happened. There's no telling when it's going to break or if you'll be able to get done what you need to before it does. If it does break, you may be able to return it and get your money back. So if you're really tight on money and you want to try and save on this job, it might still be worth it, but it might also cost you more in the long run. So just weigh your options and make a decision that's best for you. But if all that sounds like a big headache, you could just pay the $100 or so for a higher quality Eastwood fender roller. I hope this video helped you. Please like and subscribe. I would like to get this channel monetized and start growing it just to see what that process is like. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, I'm not a car guy, but I will be. Giddy up.